Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I am Lil Brittany, and I want to say thank you for taking the time to join me on this journey. Thank you so much to everyone who likes, comments, subscribes, and shares any of my content, whether it is on YouTube, Instagram, or Pinterest. Thank you. So today we will be talking about how to read your 7-day candles. These are the 2 candles I lit for the new moon, and I actually showed you guys how to dress them in another video. So if you haven't already seen that video, make sure you go check that video out. That way you will know how to do all of this together. So I have my handy notebook, so I'll be looking right here to get it started. So let's just jump into the video. All right, so what is a 7-day candle? A 7-day candle is typically a tall candle in these glass jars. They are used a lot for spiritual practices. You can pick these up at Amazon, Walmart, any of your local botanicas or metaphysical shops. I personally get most of all mine from my local Dollar Tree. Usually any dollar stores, you can get the ones with the religious wrapping on it. They have like St. Jude and all kind of different saints on them. Those papers typically peel straight off. You want to remove that and have a clear jar. I've seen people write on their jars. I've seen people actually take the candle itself out and engrave things on those candles. If you want to know more about how to actually use it and dress it, like I said, I have a video on that already on my channel, so check that out. So let's first talk about the flames. So when you get your candle, you want to make sure your wick is centered. Sometimes they'll be a little off, but this is a pretty good example of what they will look like. You want to make sure your wick, which is the usually the cotton string that's inside of it that you'll burn, you want to make sure that is a pretty good length. You don't want one that is too short that will stifle your work. It won't light like it should, it won't blow like it should, and you want to make sure it's not too long. Excuse me. So you want to have all of that in check when you're purchasing your candles and when you're preparing to work with it. So I'm just going to put this right here and read for you guys. So ideally, if you have a tall flame, something that is very strong and bright, that means your work or your spell, it is empowered and it is getting through to the universe. So that is a good sign. I love when my flames are tall and they are very bright and strong. That lets me know that my space is cleansed and I'm ready to get to work. Now, if your flame is flickering, that means that spirit is present. Spirit is present and there is some doubt or indecisiveness going on. You might want to rethink your intentions, step back and make sure that what you are requesting is what you truly desire. If your flame is weak, so like if it is like low or just not burning as bright, typically that's a solid no. That means your results will be very slow to yield. You can have negative energy around you. There could be lots of obstacles in your way to getting what you want. Ideally, that means that resistance is being met with what you're doing. Now, this sort of goes with the tall flame. If it's really strong, like if it's large, that is healthy. Everything is good. Your space is cleansed. You're happy. You are really on a good track. Now, if it is slow to burn, that means ideally these are supposed to last you 7 days. But I've noticed that the only way I can get this to last me 7 days is if I burn it out every night and then light it. That's not what you want to do. You never want to blow out your candle. Blowing out your candle is basically blowing away all your work. You're dismissing it. So when your candle is slow to burn, excuse me, that means what you're asking for is going to be hard to bring forth. It's going to be hard to manifest. You want to, again, rethink your intentions, realign yourself, and come back and rework it on the next cycle. Now, if you have a fast burning one, these typically can burn for me anywhere from 2 to 4 days. That's a good sign. Fast burning, that means you have solid intentions and motives. What you are trying to bring forth is going to happen like that. You're solid. Sometimes you can have a twisted or a spiral flame. When you light it, you'll know that it kind of looks like there's a gust of air wrapping the flame up like that. That means somewhere in your circle shouldn't be there. Someone is being fake, phony, flawed, two-faced. That's a sign that you need to rethink your circle. So take that as a really good sign. Not a good sign. It is a good sign for me. That lets you know that you got some snakes in your grass and you need to get to work. So if your flame ever goes out, that means pretty much there will be a negative outcome. By negative, it means it could be opposite of what your desire is. Your wish will be unfulfilled. It's just not a good sign. If you get like the crackling or hissing, when it's popping and stuff like that, that means it is hard to fulfill and that someone is talking about you behind your back, that you most definitely need to have a white candle lit because you'll need that protection for yourself. Now, if your flame is strong and steady, again, that's always good space. The cleansing has taken. You're pretty much where you need to be. So let's talk about the glass itself, because you can read the flame as it's burning. But this is a clean glass. This glass is really clean. The wax that's there from the candle and the oil being there, but it's not as dark as this one. Can y'all see that there's a difference? This one it looks more milky. It has a lot of wax on it. So if your glass is clean, this actually was a purple intention candle that I put my 4th quarter goals on. So I'm pretty happy about that. That means everything that I have intentions on bringing forth are pretty much happened. I'm happy. I know that everything on my list, I just have to be patient. Divine is working with me to bring that forth. So if you get black soot around the top of your glass, that means there's some negative energy in your space. You most definitely want to cleanse and clear your space to get back in a better place. Now, if your glass itself turns black from the energy, you have negative energy there. You need to do that cleansing immediately, because I like to take it as you have been cursed. Someone is sending bad energy, bad karma towards you. You need to adjust that immediately. Now, if you get the gray or black soot that fades down as it burns, that means resistance is being met. There is some negativity there, and again, you need to readjust. So now if you have wax on the glass like this one, this was my white candle, and the past 2 weeks have been very emotional for me, and that came through with this. I did this for protection, so I still need to work on some of my emotional blockages that I have. I need to really dive into some more shadow work and get that taken care of, and it should come out clean and clear like this one. So as far as your wig, excuse me, if your wig ever balls up and get that black soot on it, that is a clear indication of emotional baggage. Again, you really want to work on that. And now let's talk about the smoke. So long as your smoke is white, it means issues need attention, but there will be a little struggle. But ideally, what you are requesting and bringing forth in your desires are going to come forth. You just need to do some more shadow work. If your smoke is black, you need to remove some negative energy. I recommend working with a white candle. You should sage your space, burn some Baileys or something like that. You need to do some more shadow work and protection. If you get no smoke, you're good to go. Life is gravy for you right now. Everything is good. Everything is working out in your favor. If for some reason you get a lot of smoke and the smoke can come when you light it while it's burning. When it's burning out at the end, you'll start to see this smoke. And if you get lots of smoke, I've actually seen it when it gets down to the bottom, the smoke like really consumes the glass. There is some hidden troubles around you. You do need to adjust that immediately. So again, that's pretty much what I have about this. If you guys like these type of videos, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or have any suggestions on what you like to see, leave a comment below, and I will see you guys in the next video.